Are we on the record now?
Yeah.
Well, isn't 2009 is amazing, isn't it?
What are you talking about?
Well, I need to see what Max Blumenthal is going to post, but based upon the audience reaction, this was a first round TKO that was never a contest. There was no physical contact, although he thought I was getting in his personal space at one point.
Really? He told you to back off?
Which I said, well, if you'd like to make me back off, feel free to try.
Oh, shit. John, you're tall drinking water, though, man. Maybe you're scared of him a little bit.
Well, he's a gutless, ballless coward. So, I mean, really, it's like taking on, Bambi or something.
So, what exactly happened?
Well, here's the backdrop. The backdrop of the story is very interesting. And Ed knows about this because it deals with the first film that I did, Blocking the Path to 9/11, which was a film about the censorship of the ABC docudrama, The Path to 9/11. Well, instrumental in that film was an article that Max Blumenthal wrote, in fact, a series of articles that Max Blumenthal wrote that were full of flat-out lies and distortions about how there was an alleged right-wing conspiracy within ABC to bring down the Clintons. Of course, it's laughable. And my film just dismantles his article that got picked up everywhere and was cited by Keith Olbermann and a bunch of other left-wing nuts. And the net result of one of his allegations was that YWAM, a Christian ministry that relies on nothing but people giving out of their own goodness in donations, had their donations maybe irreparably harmed because of the negative publicity, meaning that little children around the world, poor kids, mostly of color, ended up getting harmed because of his lies to protect the Clinton legacy, which I found absolutely incorrigible. And so that was the backdrop for the argument. And when I was calling him a gutless, ballless coward, it was because he wouldn't do an interview with me for the film, and he won't address the lies and distortions that he told, or the results of those lies and distortions about the path to 9/11. So what he's going to put on the internet, I'm sure, will be a distortion, but frankly, I'll be curious to see how he distorts this.
Do you have any other adjectives you want to use? Some fresh, exclusive ones? Because it sounds like you called him that to his face.
Yeah, I did.
Well, what else do you want to add? Go crazy.
Yeah, I'm not going to be gratuitous about it. I have no respect for the guy. I think he is the slimiest of the slime. I think he's a snake. He has no talent. He has no principles. And I just find it amazing that, and the funniest part is, he starts into the interview without asking me whether or not I want an interview. Now this to me is the prime example of the difference between liberals and conservatives. Because here I tried numerous times to get him on the record in a formal interview. He refuses. He comes up to me without asking me for an interview, just starts asking questions. I have no fear of that, so come at me. His gripe was that when I asked him for an interview, I used my middle name in identifying myself, as if I was trying to fool him into doing a sit-down, on-camera interview about the path to 9/11, which of course is ridiculous. And he kept going on and on about how I used my middle name, which happens to be Conrad. And I think it's interesting when you judge somebody's argument by what they use first. And if that's the best he's got, then it's even more pathetic than I realized. So I'll be very curious to see what it looks like on the internet. But it was entertaining in the lobby, I can tell you that. I got as much applause there as I did for the movie last night. In the 80s. And I immediately called Cyrus Naraska, the writer of The Path to 9/11. And he enjoyed the play-by-play immensely. Because he's actually had a similar confrontation with Max Blumenthal at an event that Blumenthal basically tried to hijack, and then Blumenthal ran away into the bathroom when Cyrus went after him, like the little coward that he is. And then Blumenthal, who was taping at the time, never posted the video and just tried to pretend that it was some non-important, benign episode, when in fact Cyrus had handed him his head just like I did. So my guess is Blumenthal won't have the guts to actually post it in any way, shape, or form reflecting reality.
I got to do the family thing
Can I ask you
tomorrow.
this though, John? Are there any liberals who ask you
You require
before they
coming over tomorrow. Yeah, here.
Oh yeah, I mean, sure. I mean, Tom Christopher, for one. Also, I don't think she'll do it again, but Nora O'Donnell used to. David Schuster used to before I handed him his head. Matt Lauer probably won't again for a while. That's for sure. But there are some. By the way, I wasn't blanketing all liberals with that. I just find it interesting that the same guy who's complaining, who wouldn't even respond to my interview request, is complaining about that, about the way that I made the request, and he's asking me questions without even making a cursory request for an interview. Which, by the way, I probably would have said yes to. So it'll be interesting. Yeah. I hope you actually get to see it after all this.
Apparently Blumenthal's got the video up. Or no, Stacy's got the video up, but apparently it's hard to even hear anything.
Really?
Yeah, Stacy State's got this stuff.
What website?
What is it? rsmccain.blogspot.com?
How is it that the audio was bad? He had a mic